Hello, welcome back. This is Jeff Byers, and this is Module 12, Texturing and Rendering the Sci-Fi Weapon, Part 2. So, this is just basic rendering out of Substance Painter. That's all I'm going to be asking for this time around. You won't need to take the textures, export them out of Substance Painter. What I want instead is for you guys to give me 3 images of your final textured piece. Okay, so you'll need to add detail like you see here. This is like added normal detail. You see that I've got and these are all from the Substance Painter library. I didn't use anything that you guys couldn't find or use. Okay, so I added bolts all around. Okay, and I added detail to one of the biggest areas that needed to have detail. I added detail to this piece here, and of course you can see all the bolts that I have on the bottom connecting, putting it all together. So the whole idea is to add detail to it. Just don't texture it, but to add detail, and you need to at least have 3 different materials, which I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different materials. Okay, and the least amount you can have is 3, so that's the minimum of 3 materials. Basically 3 different colors or 3 different materials that you use. Okay, and then you need to have labeling, so you have to have at least 2 labels. Okay, so this is what a label is, and these are all in Substance Painter as well. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is a label by itself, and then there is another label that's called coolant underneath, so caution and coolant. And this is a turn on button, so you can turn the object on. And this is basic electrical danger, since this is going to be a battery pack. Okay, so anyway, that's basically it. Make it look as realistic as possible. I do expect to have edge wear and tear. This is what edge wear and tear is. Anything that is exposed to the skin or movement or laying on the ground or putting it down and scratching certain things, that's all needs to be in there. Okay, so that's wear and tear. All right, so that's what I'm going to be grading you on. So let's go ahead and skip all that other stuff. Here's a perspective view of it. And UV mapping. Okay, you guys should all know how to UV map something by now. You can UV map it yourself. I show you how to UV map a couple things, and then you're on your own. I used a technique that basically shows you how to cut UVs in Maya, and then go ahead and unfold them. So this is a technique I use on 2 items. You can watch that. I really want you to watch that and do that part. And then the rest of them, I used automatic mapping for all the rest of the pieces, and it worked out really good. And I laid all the separate pieces out into a UDEM tile. Okay. All right, the texturing part, again, you know how to do all this stuff, so if you need to refresh yourself on how to add normal maps, how to add stuff, you'll have to click on this. This will take you to that area. If these links don't work, let me know right away, immediately. You can also find the same links. I use the same videos. I put them in here from the crate texturing, okay? So you can go back to that module. I don't ever close my module, so you can go back to a module and watch videos anytime you want to refresh your memory how to do stuff. All right, so labels are pretty easy to do. Again, you can go in there and look for those. Now labels can also, like we did the soup can, that's been a while back. So if you want to watch that video, you can as well. But if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. Just email me, and I'm happy to help you. If you can start on this, then I can answer your questions during class on Wednesday. So get cooking on this one, and you should be good to go. This is how I'm going to grade you. Okay, so we'll go through this. So you need to turn in your final weapon as an MB, FBX, or OBJ. Now this time you're not going to be rendering it in Maya, so you can just give me the same file you gave me in Module 11 if you want to, because it's not textured. The student textured the sci-fi weapon using Substance Painter, Wear and Tear. That's worth 5 points. The student used at least 3 different types of realistic materials during the texturing process, which we talked about. Okay. The student added additional detail to the sci-fi weapons like bolts, rivets, vents, and other interesting sci-fi details, which I described earlier in this video. The student baked necessary maps. You'll have to do that to be able to use smart materials. Okay, that's in my video. So maybe watch my videos. And that's in this course here. The student added 2 different types of labels. Okay, we talked about that. And we have 3 screenshots. Okay, we want perspective, and this is from Substance Painter. This is going to be different. We're not doing it in Maya this time. We're just you're going to give me screenshots from Substance Painter. Okay, so that'll be a little easier for you. I grade you on UV packing and texturing, which is worth 5 points. Okay. All right, deliverables, everything should be right here. Okay, and here are my examples. So this is from Substance Painter. All right, this is a front perspective view. Okay, full screen. So you're going to have to hit the tab key. Hit the tab key and then move the 2D UV over so you can get full screen. And there's the front perspective. Here's the back perspective. You can see that I've got all that detail I put in there, from the bolts that put it together to the added extra detail to make it look a lot more interesting. Okay, I've got labeling. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 labels. So anything that you have, even text is a label. The danger is a label. The coolant is a label. Okay, I just need to know you know how to do this stuff. Okay. All right. And here's the side view. Okay, you can see that. And you can see all the stuff that I've done to it to make it look a little more interesting. All right, though, there is extra credit. Okay. The extra credit is basically that if you know you're going to do extra credit while you are in Substance Painter, you want to export all of your maps, right? You have to export all your maps. So then you can do the 10 extra credit points, because you'll take those maps, you'll create an AI standard surface material, and you will add those maps. And I've got videos on how to do it to the crate. The same workflow can be done and used for the sci-fi weapon. So watch these videos. It'll take you through the whole entire process of getting those textures back on. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. And this is not, this is a different weapon, but it's the same thing. I want a front perspective in a diorama, and I want the back perspective of the diorama, even though you're doing a different weapon than what I have here. Okay. All right. That is it. All right. Good luck with everything, guys, and I'll see you in class this coming week on Wednesday. All right. Until then.